Most people grow cauliflowers because they want to eat cauliflowers, including us. But we got a plant over here which is not going to produce any cauliflowers. You can see that there are some beautiful leaves, but sometimes depending on the soil conditions and also extreme changes in temperature, and in the UK we do get those.
And also we're in a bit of a dark spot down
Dark
here. It's a
spot.
bit dull, not too much sun.
You might not get any fruits, so the kernel doesn't form. So you can do this also if you buy cauliflowers from the supermarket. You can eat the leaves, and actually to an extent it's not a bad thing, because this plant here is fully grown. I'm going to cut it from the bottom over here, and today I'm going to show you how you can cook something absolutely delicious, nutritious, very, very healthy, with leaves from cauliflowers or from any greens that you might find also in supermarket. In the UK you can buy some green, I think they're called spring greens, which
or
tend
broccoli.
to be, or broccoli, yeah, tend to be tougher, but trust me, come with me in the kitchen and I'll show you what I mean. See, at face value the leaves are quite tough, and they are a little tough, but you can hear by the noise that the scissors are making. But once you cook them, they become really soft, and even the tougher parts, even if they remain a little bit al dente, that's quite good, as it gives you texture. So here is the entirety of my leaves. Here is the trunk. I think this can go in the compost bin. I'll go and wash them. Genuinely, you will be amazed by the simplicity of this dish, and once this video is over you will be wondering, why haven't I done this before? I'm only cutting them, by the way, because they are too big for my saucepan. So literally I just placed them inside the saucepan, I pressed them in, and I haven't added anything, just as they are. There is no oil at the moment. This is one of the objectives. I do not want to even cook the oil. I want this to be as healthy as it can possibly be. Here I've got a glass, and it's a third filled with water, literally just a third of a glass, and I'll put that at the bottom. The lid goes on, and I'll move to the hob next. I'll turn the hob on maximum, as the initial objective is to get a little water boiling as soon as possible first. The water is beginning to boil. You can see that some steam is beginning to appear on the inside of my glass. If I just lift it, you can hear it. So now that it's boiling, I'll turn it down on medium, and I will leave it there for 15 minutes. During this time, my cauliflower leaves will cook, but they will not boil. Effectively, they will be cooking in their own steam. But some of the water will evaporate. And you will see that when I come back in 15 minutes time, they will have shrunk. They will actually change the color into a beautiful vibrant green, and they will be ready for the next step. So I'll see you in 15. Of course, by the way, if you're using, for example, kale or any other type of greens, depending on how tough the leaves are, they might require more time or less time, but this is amongst the toughest in terms of the spectrum. So the likelihood is that if you're cooking something else, it might require less. You'll be able to see by just testing it. See you in 15. And here we go. I did tell you that the water would have evaporated, and you can see what I mean. I just lift them out. They're a little bit hot, so I don't want to burn myself. So this is what I've got left in terms of the liquid I've added. I'll just go and dispose of it. So I'm left just with the greens, and they've been steamed. Whilst they are on my chopping board, I'll use a bread knife. That's still hot, but should be okay. And I'll methodically go along and cut them like this. While I'm at it, I'll just try a little piece of the stem, as they might be the sort of thing that could worry you. And they are al dente, they've got some texture, and they're really, really tasty. And I've done nothing to them yet, so nearly done now. You will recognize that when you buy cauliflower, this is very similar to the parts that generally people discard, and they cook perfectly. Okay, here is my pot, so that I don't end up messing up more utensils, and everything goes back in. Cauliflower leaves are really rich in vitamin K, fibre and antioxidants. And as I've steamed them and only used a little amount of water, all of those nutritional values are still here in the leaves. So I just added a little salt and pepper. Next is going to be some white wine vinegar, and this will balance partly the bitterness from the cauliflower as much as you like. Olive oil, and this is obviously as it comes, so as not being cooked. And also olive oil is rich in antioxidants. I think they're called polyphenol, and it's really key ingredient in the Mediterranean diet. I think for the time being it's enough. I'll just give it a mix to see if I need any more. I think I'm good actually. And lastly, I've got a lemon here, and this is where the Sicilian flavour will come through. And I'm only going to use half, by the way. I don't want to use the whole lemon, otherwise it could overtake in terms of flavour. And I'm just gonna squeeze it all over my hot cauliflower leaves, just like this. And if you do this whilst everything is hot, of course, the heat will help binding all of the ingredients together. So one final mix, and this will be ready. It's releasing a beautiful earthy smell, which is also balanced by the vinegar and by the lemon. I'll just taste some now whilst it's still hot, but of course this will taste better when it's lukewarm or even out of the fridge. Oh, it's good, doesn't need anything else. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to eat this today, and then you can also have it as a side dish, of course, to fish, meat, whatever. But the way I like to eat it is with bread, and I'm going to very simply, nothing clever. I'll do two different versions. I'll use some bread over here, and I'll get 3 different slices. And at a very simple level, this is the way my mum used to give it to us if we were not feeling well. She used to say to us that this is medicine, and we used to believe her. And most probably she was right to an extent, because it's really good for you. And this is one way to eat it, pretty much just like this. And brings back memories. It's really nice. But if you want to be a little bit more creative, nothing stops you from getting hold of tomato and mozzarella, and do this. Look, get some of your cauliflower leaves on top of a piece of bread, just like this. If Julie was here, she would inevitably have spread some butter on the bread. She's good like that. But you can see where I'm going with this. A little mozzarella goes over here, just like this. Tomato, I'll go in the middle and I get a couple of slices. Perfect. And as the tomato and the mozzarella do not have any oil or anything, I'll just put a little on top of my tomato, and voila, job is done. And I've made myself a cauliflower leaves sandwich with tomato and mozzarella. I'll chop it in half, and I'll share this with Julie. But before I go, I wanted to just test some, and there you know what it's like. I don't think I got any tomato in there. Too big, as usual. So, something which normally would have gone in the bin is getting used, and it's honestly delicious. Hopefully you make it, and if you do, drop me a line in the community post on YouTube. Thank you, see you later, bye bye.